everybody, welcome to class today. Today's going to be part of our strength series. So today we're going to be focusing on the abs and the core, mostly the front body. So we start off with a pretty strong core sequence and then we move into some standing sequences. I had a lot of trouble talking today, so I apologize in advance. If you're enjoying these classes, please remember to like and subscribe, and if you want more of something, head over to my Instagram and let me know. We're going to get started today lying on our backs. Start lying on the back with the knees bent and the arms in a cactus position. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose, inhale. Hold it at the top. And then exhale through the mouth. One more like that, big inhale through the nose, fill the belly. Hold it at the top. And then exhale through the mouth. And start to breathe in and out through the nose, maybe inviting in Ujjayi Pranayama. And then gently opening up the eyes, take the hands to interlace behind the base of the skull. Relax the head back into the hands. Keep the elbows nice and wide. Gently think of drawing the lower pelvis towards the lower ribs. The frontal hip points towards the lower ribs. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly curl the shoulders off the mat. Let the head relax back into the hands, the elbows stay wide. And think of gently pulling your heels towards you to engage the hamstrings, feeling the core engaged. Take one more breath here, lift it a little higher. And then exhale, think of rolling down the length of the spine. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up the spine with the shoulder blades. Gently engage the lower belly. Inhale, roll down. Two more like this. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, this time roll up and stay. Bring the right leg to float into a tabletop position, knee above the hip. Take a peek down, make sure that the lower belly and the hips stay engaged and level. And then float the left leg up. You might stay here, elbows staying wide, neck staying relaxed. Or you can start to extend the legs off onto a 45-degree angle. Lower back is gently drawing towards the floor, but there's still a natural curve. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, bend the knees, lower the legs, lower the head. Inhale, extend the knees, lift the shoulders. Exhale, lower the head. You can always keep the legs in tabletop. Inhale, extend the legs, raise the head. Exhale, bend the knees and lower. One more, inhale, extend the legs, raise the head. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Inhale, lift a little higher. And then as you exhale, twist towards the right. Think of bringing the right elbow towards the floor. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist left elbow towards the floor. Inhale through center, knees stay over hips. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. This time as you exhale to the right, extend the left leg out in front of you. The lower the leg, the harder. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left, extend the right leg. Inhale through center. Keep going like this to the pace of your breath. Keeping the lower belly engaged. Trying not to let the lower back arch too far away from the mat. One more each side. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Give the knees a brief squeeze in towards the chest. And then extend the feet straight up towards the sky. You can have a gentle bend in the knees if you need to. Try and get the hips and the knees stacking directly above and below each other. And then if you can extend the legs, try and get the feet to stand on the ceiling. Take the arms to a capital T position or to cactus. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, think of stamping the feet to the ceiling, lifting the pelvis. So instead of swinging the feet towards the face, I want you to think of moving directly up. The hips are only going to lift a couple of centimeters. Try and move on your exhales. And if it's too much to have your arms off at capital T, you can bring the hands down by the hips, but try not to use them to press into the floor. Try and use your lower abdominals, even if you're only lifting like a 1/4 inch off the floor. And take 4 more. And slowly hug the knees in towards the chest. Give them a rock from side to side. Extend the legs back up towards the sky. Once again, hands can be at capital T, cactus, or you can have them down by your sides. This time we're going to take leg lifts. So as you exhale, slowly start to lower the legs towards the floor. Only go so far that you feel like you can keep the connection between your ribs and your hips. As soon as your lower back starts arching away from the floor, start to bring the feet back up to the sky. Exhale, slowly lowering the feet. The slower you go, the harder it is. And then inhales take you back up. And take a few more at the pace of your own breath, trying to relax the upper body and the jaw. You can always do this in a tabletop position. If you need to bend your knees, you can just tap the toes to the floor. Shortening the lever will make it a little bit easier on the abdominals and on the lower back if you've got any lower back issues. And take 2 more. And then slowly hug the knees in towards the chest. We'll take 1 more on our backs before we start to change position. Take the legs straight back up towards the ceiling. Interlace the hands behind the head. Take an inhale. And then keeping the elbows wide as you exhale, peel the shoulder blades up and off the floor, relaxing the head into the hands. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist right elbow towards the floor. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist left elbow to the floor. Inhale through center. This time as you exhale, lower left foot towards the floor. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower right leg towards the floor. Inhale through center. You can stay like this, or as you exhale, you can take both hands over to the right, lower the left leg. Inhale, reach it up and through center. And then exhale, take both hands over towards the left as you lower the right leg. Inhale through center. Keep going to the pace of your own breath, whichever variation you've chosen. Slow and steady, calm breath. Trying to keep the shoulder blades up and off the floor. And take 1 more on each side. And then hug the knees in towards you. Start to rock and roll the length of your spine. And take 1 more rock, and when you come up to seated, we're going to land in Navasana boat pose. So your options are to keep the heels on the floor. You can lift the heels with the knees bent, taking the hands behind the knees. You can extend the hands, or if you have the strength, you can keep the legs straight. Wherever you are, I'd love you to keep a nice V shape in through the body, keeping the spine nice and long and lengthened. And you're leaning back onto the top of your glutes. Wherever you are, bring the hands together, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, take the hands over towards the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. One more each side. Inhale, center. And then cross at the ankles, roll yourself into a little ball, cosmic egg. And then bring yourself back into boat pose. Make sure you've got enough room on your mat to roll. We're going to start in boat pose, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll the length of the spine, pause on the shoulders. And then slowly roll the length of the spine back up into boat pose, pause. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back with control onto the shoulders. And then slowly roll it back up into boat pose. And then keep going like this. As always, the slower you go, the more control you need. And try and catch a pause in boat pose and on your shoulders. If you need to take the hands down to the floor for a little bit of extra support, feel free. Otherwise, you can think of keeping the hands connected to the outsides of your shins for a little bit of extra challenge. Trying to keep that same C-curve sort of shape in through your spine throughout. And take one more. And this time when you roll up, you're going to cross the ankles and roll all the way over onto all fours. We'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow to stretch out the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the tailbone towards the sky. And then as you exhale, roll through the spine, press the shoulders away from the floor. And take a few more at your own pace, adding in any movements that your body is calling for. And take one more. And then meet in your neutral spine. As you inhale, sweep the right arm forward. And then exhale, take the left leg back. The toes can stay on the floor or reach up to the height of the hip. Keep engaged through the center so that the hips don't dip and the lower back doesn't bow back. Inhale to reach length. And then exhale, round the spine like you're coming into cat, tap knee to elbow. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, reach the left arm long. Exhale, take the right foot back, toes up or down. Take one more inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round, knee to elbow. Inhale, take it long. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale long, and then exhale, bring it back to tabletop. You can always stick with tabletop or come into plank with the knees down. Step the left foot back and then step the right foot back, coming into full plank. And then from here, if you need to lower the knees, feel free. We're going to hold our plank for 5 breaths. You can feel free to rock side to side or take circles if you want to warm up the wrists. And then if someone is lifting you from your tailbone, you're going to start to pike the hips up towards the sky, coming back into your downward dog. And then rolling through the spine as if you're tucking the tailbone first and then rippling through the spine, make your way back into plank. Exhale, hinge from the hips, downward dog. Inhale, ripple the spine forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. And take 3 more at the pace of your own breath. And then meet in plank. You can either stay here in your plank or start to tent up onto the right fingertips, and then maybe tenting up onto the left fingertips, coming into plank on the fingertips. And once again, you can feel free to take some circles, rock side to side, strengthening in through the wrists, the hands, the fingers. Wherever you are, think of sending energy back through the heels and out through the crown of the head, strong through the legs to help lift the lower belly. And then either on your fingertips or maybe coming to your fists is a little bit less intense. We're going to take those plank waves again. So lead with the hips, take yourself back into downward dog. And then ripple the spine forward, this time on an exhale to plank pose. Inhale, take yourself back to downward dog. Feel how the different breath pattern makes a difference to the movement. Exhale, rolling through. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale to plank. Take 2 more. And then if you're on the fingertips or fists, come back down onto the palms, take an inhale. And then right elbow lowers underneath right shoulder, left elbow lowers, forearm plank. Same thing here, think of sending energy back through the heels, lifting up through the lower belly and sending energy out through the sternum. And from here, you're going to roll to the outside edges of, roll to the outside edge of the right foot, the inside edge of the left foot, sending the heels over to the right. Keep both forearms on the floor. If I could talk, that would be great. So we're in a twisted forearm plank. And take an inhale here. You could stay or maybe start to lift the left leg and maybe start to send that leg straight out back behind you. And then coming back into forearm plank, send both of the heels over towards the left, outside edge of the left foot, inside edge of the right. Keep grounding down through the right forearm. And choosing to stay here, or maybe you start to float the right leg, keeping the knees straight. Maybe you start to send that leg back behind you. And then coming back through center, coming into forearm plank, take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the hips into Sphinx pose. Untuck the toes, think of gluing the elbows into the floor as you draw the sternum and chest through the gateway of the arms. Engage through the legs and gently press the pubic bone down into the floor to protect the lower back. And then from here, you're going to keep the tops of the feet to the floor, press strongly into the legs and start to lift the knees up. So now we're in a forearm plank on the tops of the feet. And from here, we're going to move between this position and Sphinx pose. So slowly, with control, start to lower the legs to the floor and then ripple through the spine. Inhale, Sphinx pose. And then exhale, think of reversing the movement as if you're peeling the pelvis and then the tops of the legs, then the knees up off the floor into plank. And then slowly lowering knees, thighs, pelvis, pulling the chest through. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, roll it up into plank. And then keep moving like this slowly with the pace of the breath. And these sorts of movements really help us with our transitions, especially in our vinyasas. And then meet one more time in Sphinx. Take an inhale. Tuck under the toes, and as you exhale, come back up to a forearm plank. Angle the right arm in a little bit if you need to. Bring the toes together and then roll to the outside edge of the right foot, coming off the left arm into Baby Vashisthasana. Left hip stacks over the right and the chest is opening towards the long edge of the mat. You can always stagger the feet or drop the bottom knee if you need to here. And take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, come back through forearm plank. Take the feet over to stack on the left. Making any modifications you need, the right hip will stack on top of the left. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And slowly make your way back through forearm plank. Make sure that the forearms are parallel and the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Ground down through the palms and start to walk your feet up towards your elbows, coming into dolphin pose. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Just like downward dog, think of pressing the chest towards the thighs and the heels towards the floor. Relax the head. You should be able to bob the head yes and no. And either one arm at a time or both at the same time, start to straighten through the elbows, coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple the spine forward to plank pose. Bring the big toes to touch and then this time roll to the outside edge of your right foot for full Vashisthasana. Sending the left arm up towards the sky. Stacking left hip on top of right. You can always drop the bottom knee or stagger the feet. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come back through plank. Roll it over towards the left side. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Stacking the right foot on top of the left. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it all the way back to plank. And then take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bring the feet a little bit closer together. Inhale, ripple forward into plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. This time, drop the heels off to the right and then start to ripple forward into a twisted plank. Take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take the heels over towards the left, ripple forward, twisted plank. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. And bring it all the way forward, back into plank. And then as you exhale, drop the right elbow to the floor, left elbow to the floor. And then place the right hand where the right elbow was, left hand where the left elbow was. Left elbow down, right elbow down. Left palm to the floor, right palm to the floor. Keep going like that. You can speed it up a little bit if you want to. What I want you to look for here is that you're swapping which arm comes up and down first each time, and that you're keeping relatively even through the hips, so your hips aren't wiggling from side to side. And then come back up into plank. Walk the hands all the way back to the feet. And then just ragdoll forward, taking opposite hand to opposite elbow. Shaking out the legs. And then slowly starting to roll up the length of the spine. And make your way to the top of the mat. We'll take a couple of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step back to plank for the first one. Hug the elbows in, lower halfway down, and then all the way down. Untuck the toes, inhale, peel the chest up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll the length of the spine, come to stand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, this time step, walk or float, chaturanga. And then your choice, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Last one through. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back. Set yourself up for crescent lunge, and on your inhale, raise all the way up. Exhale, send the torso forward at a 45-degree angle. So suck the left hip underneath you and draw up through the lower belly to keep long through the spine. As you exhale, sweep the left arm back behind you, look back. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, sweep the right arm back. This is a good one for the balance. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, left arm. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, take the right arm all the way to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, stay in warrior two legs. Reach the left arm forward as if you're going to do triangle. And then grounding down strongly through the back leg, start to reach the right arm forward. So you're in a modified side angle pose. If this is too much, bring the left arm down to the thigh. Keep lengthening through the tailbone, keep sending the right arm strongly towards the front of the room as you open the right side ribs towards the sky. And then keeping the bend in the front leg, inhale, come back up to a version of warrior two, arms up to the sky. Exhale here. Keeping the front knee facing forward, inhale, come back into your modified side angle. Exhale, raise it back up. Inhale to lean forward. Exhale, engage the obliques, come back up. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, raise it up. Inhale, take it forward. And then exhale, keep on rotating all the way down to the floor, come into a low lunge. Plant the right hand, inhale, open lunge twist. And then as you exhale, step the left leg back, side plank. Maybe the left leg hovers this time. Take an inhale here. Exhale, single leg plank. Shift forward, single leg chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep the right arm back. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, sweep the left arm back. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step the right leg back. Left leg back. Inhale, raise up to crescent. Exhale, send the torso forward, power lunge. Hug that right hip underneath you. Draw up through the spine. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sweep the right arm back behind you. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward. Exhale, right. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward. Exhale, open up all the way, warrior two, right leg faces forward. Take an inhale here, reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, send the right arm forward as if you're coming into triangle. And then bring that left arm forward as if you're holding a giant beach ball. Always option to take the forearm to the thigh. Wherever you are, keep that right knee directly over the right ankle. And take an inhale here, and as you exhale, come back into the warrior two stance, sweeping the arms to the sky. Take a full cycle of breath here. And on your next inhale, hinge it forward. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take it up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, up. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take it all the way forward, and then cartwheel the hands down to the floor, low lunge. Inhale, open twist. And then as you exhale, step that right foot back, side plank, option to float the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, single leg plank. Shift it forward, lower, single leg chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, tap right knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it up. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it up. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, step it through, warrior two. Inhale, raise all the way up. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, modified side angle, reach both arms forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, modified warrior two. Exhale here. As you inhale, start to straighten the front leg, reverse your triangle. And then as you exhale, come all the way forward into triangle pose. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm forward. You can stay here, or as you exhale, making sure you're not locking out into the front knee, start to float the right arm up and forward. See how long you can extend through the spine. And then just like we did in our last variation, take an inhale here, and as you exhale, come all the way back up to standing, reaching the hands to the sky. Inhale, reach to the front of the room. Exhale to stand. Take 3 more. And then inhale, come back into triangle pose, release the arms. Look down, take the right hand forward, come up into half moon pose. Option to stay here, or option to hover the right hand up off the floor, my goodness. And then maybe option to float the right hand towards the front of the room. Oh my goodness, I can't talk or balance today. We're winning on all fronts here today, guys. And take an inhale, and then your exhale, you're going to come back to a low lunge. So bend the right leg, step back with the left. Inhale, open twist. Exhale, side plank. This time, lift the right leg. You can always drop the left knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch right elbow to right knee. Inhale, send it long. 4 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, single leg plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, single leg chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Exhale to sink deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, modified side angle, reach to the front of the room. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky. And then as you exhale, start to straighten the front knee. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Take an inhale, sweep the right arm forward, stay here. Or, keeping the chest open, the front knee strong, start to extend the left leg up. Or the left arm up. Oh my goodness. And take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, strong through the abs, take the arms up to the sky, straighten the torso. Inhale, lean to the front of the room. Exhale, take it up. 3 more. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale. I'm going to triangle pose. I'm so sorry. Take the left hand forward. Come into half moon pose. Option to float the left hand up and forward. And slowly take the left hand down. Plant the right hand, step it back to a low lunge. Inhale, take the twist. And then exhale, take it into side plank. Inhale, sweep the left arm long. And then exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, long. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, single leg plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a couple of breaths here. You can always take a child's pose. And one last little plank sequence to finish off. Roll yourself forward into plank. Take an inhale. You can always drop the knees here if you need to. On your next inhale, take the left, you might want to take the feet a little bit wider. Take the left arm forward, stay here, or maybe start to float the right leg off. So just like we did in 4-point at the start of the session, you could stay here, or as you exhale, maybe round, tap knee to elbow. Inhale, send it long. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to plank. Inhale, float the right arm off or tent the fingers up on the floor. And then maybe float the left leg off. You could stay here balancing out through the hips and the shoulders, or as you exhale, round, bend knee to elbow. Inhale long. Take 2 more. And exhale, plank pose. Lower down onto the elbows. And then walk the feet in for dolphin pose. And here I'd like you to interlace the fingers as if you're coming into a bound headstand. And your dolphin pose is going to be a little bit longer than what it normally would be. Look forward towards the hands and then start to shift forward. Your nose is either going to touch your thumbs, or if you can, bring your nose to touch the floor in front of the fists. Exhale, press it back into dolphin. We're going for 10. Inhale, take it forward and tap. Exhale, take it back. 7, 6. Make sure the elbows don't come out too wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into your dolphin pose and walk the feet back for forearm plank. And slowly lower all the way onto the belly, coming back into your Sphinx pose. Take an inhale, stretch out the chest and the belly. And then exhale, just let the chin drop in towards the chest, stretching out the neck. Maybe rolling it from side to side. And slowly lowering down all the way onto the belly. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Hug the elbows close. Tuck the toes, knees up or down. Inhale. And then as you exhale, press it all the way back up to plank. Inhale, float the left leg up. And then exhale, step it all the way in between the hands. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. You can stay here, reaching the chest forward, sinking the hips down. Or plant the right hand, start to bend the right knee. Reach back with the left hand, grabbing a hold of the right foot for the quad and hip flexor stretch. If you've got a hold of the foot, slowly release it. Plant both hands, step back to plank, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, step the right foot up, lower the left knee. Untuck the toes, stay here, or start to bend through the left knee, reaching back with the right hand for the incoming foot. And slowly release the foot, step it back to plank, and take it all the way to downward dog. Look forward in between your hands, step walk or float to a seat. And then bring the feet out in front of you, feet hips distance apart, knees are bent. And then plant the hands behind you. Hands are just beyond the shoulders. The fingers can point towards the heels or slightly out. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, come into reverse table, pressing the hips up to the sky. Think of broadening out through the chest, and if it's comfortable for you, you can slowly release the head back. Otherwise, just keep gazing at the knees. And take an inhale here, and then exhale, slowly lower it down. You can stay with that variation, or you can extend the legs out long, take an inhale. And then as you exhale with straight legs, try and bring the soles of the feet completely down to the floor. And then slowly release. Strongly flex through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Dandasana. And then hold this pose for 5 breaths. See if you can stack the shoulders over the hips. long and relaxed through the back of the neck, engaged through the legs. Take one more inhale, and then as you exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Slowly roll up the length of the spine, and then keep rolling all the way down onto your back, slowly with control. And then when you get there, draw the knees in towards the chest. Take the arms out to capital T. Take an inhale, and then exhale, let the knees fall over to the right. So you've got an option. You can stay here, just twisting to one side, gently grounding down the left shoulder. Or if it's more comfortable in your body, you can oscillate, rocking the knees from side to side, maybe just bringing them to hover above the floor before taking them back through center to the other side. Wherever you are, try and keep the opposite shoulder grounding. The jaw is relaxed. If you're holding on one side, slowly bring the legs through center and take it over towards the other side. And wherever you are, draw the knees into center, roll the shoulders up off the mat, squeeze the nose towards the knees towards the nose. Think of pressing the lower back into the floor, engaging every muscle in the body. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale through the mouth, release everything long to Shavasana. Let your palms fall up towards the sky. Let any residual tension that you're holding just melt into the mat. Feel your face start to relax, your shoulders, your jaw. Anywhere that you might feel that you're still holding tension. And I encourage you to stay here for at least a minute if you have the time. And today, as you go forward, may you have strength in your thoughts, conviction in your words, and calmness in your heart. Namaste.